guys how to wash a Nuna Mixx next and the bassinet that comes with it. If you're looking at buying this pram or already have this pram, I'm also going to be doing a review on this pram. Let's start with the bassinet first. Remove the boot cover simply by lifting it off. It has magnets on either side. This can go straight in the wash as is. Remove the bassinet mattress and you can take the cover off. You can also pop the mattress in the wash as well, so I'm going to put both parts through. Hey, it's me from the future. I just realised that you can't actually take the hood off on this bassinet or the fabric, which honestly it's pretty standard thing that you aren't able to take the fabric off a bassinet these days, but the hood I'm a little disappointed with. But anyways, can't take it off, don't waste your time. So this zipper just does the mesh, and the zipper on the inside just releases the bassinet insert. And of course these two zippers that attach it to the handle, they attach it to the handle, and that's that. Can't take it off. Unzip this zipper all the way around. Unzip this zipper at the bottom all the way around. Now I can remove the insert of the bassinet. This can go in the wash just like this. Make sure to check the pocket that there's nothing in there. Now that we have the bassinet taken apart as far as it goes, I just wanted to show you guys what these are. These are the little, I don't even know the word for it, it's a little stabilizer to keep the bassinet in place. So basically when you get it, it's going to come like this. It will be folded and the bassinet will be pushed up. But to build the bassinet or make it work, you just simply push it in and it will snap. And when you want to fold it up for storage or maybe fold it up for the car, you press the middle part down and this comes out. So there's a little tip for you. Same with this one up here. So there's that little middle bit and you press it down. If your bassinet is in a pretty good state, I'd consider just giving it a spot clean, wiping it over. Just be very mindful that this fabric, I'm not sure is going to enjoy being scrubbed, so maybe just use a gentle cloth and some Vanish and use it like as a paste and like put it on and soak it. That's another option. And also this fabric wouldn't appreciate being moved around too much. It definitely gets pulls very easily. But this fabric should be okay to be scrubbed. Now we'll be doing the pram seat. Remove the crotch cover and the two straps. Inside the straps they've got a little piece of elastic, so make sure you find that and don't try and tug on them, otherwise it will get stuck and or could break the elastic. The crotch cover also has elastic in it, as you can see just here. Lift up the elastic and thread the crotch strap through. Now we're going to remove the seat liner, so thread the straps through again. This will go in the wash just like that. I'm going to remove the belly bar just to make it easier for you. So over on the sides are these little buttons on the fabric. So you're going to press on the fabric and that will release it on both sides. I know I'm not doing a review, but this mesh backing is so cool for summer. Literally cool and cool. It's awesome, and it's also nice and chilly. So yeah, great for summer. We're going to remove the hood now. So I've just got a small screwdriver that will fit in here. It can be anything that is small that could use as a little lever. And we're going to just lift this little plastic part up a little bit. So either from the bottom or from the side, just to lift it up. And then we're going to pull the metal rod out and it comes apart. If you actually look on the other side, you can see the little plastic part sticking out, which is this clip in here. You can unthread the metal wire or the metal hood rod. And because there's only the one, it doesn't really have a particular way in which way it goes. It would be a good opportunity to re-bend it back into shape. I think that Nuna hoods sometimes bend. This one looks bent to me, and I'm pretty sure my old one was bent. So take the opportunity to see that it's out. You can see what way it needs to be bent, bend it back in shape. Turn the pram around so that you can see the back, and undo the snaps to here, and then some around the sides, right here, one there, and one on this side. While we're down here doing snaps, I thought that we'd also undo these two underneath the footrest, and this will slide over. This is getting gross. Snap here, snap on the other side. Oh, sorry, two. So two on each side. And unthread the crotch buckle. You can see the little material tags at the bottom of the seat. This is the footrest here. This is underneath the seat. I've tilted the pram upside down. We want to pull these pieces of fabric through, line the little tab up straight and push it back through, so that will release the seat. Now the bottom seat part is ready to be removed. This can go in the wash as is. I always like to get a brush and open out the parts where the crumbs can sit and brush them out just before they go in the wash. One, it gets rid of more dirt before going into the wash, and two, because that means it will actually come out and it gives more chance of it coming out instead of it just being stuck there and getting washed and sticking there. Getting this hood off is actually quite tricky compared to what I remember. So basically we're trying to get this piece of plastic off as the same way that we did with the hood clamps and the hood rod. So I've got my screwdriver and I pulled it apart, and I got my phone torch and I shone down there, and it's basically one of these down here again, like the same thing that we did on the hood rods. So the problem is it's a little further down, so I can really not see it very well. I need to get in there and I need to pull it up without being able to see it, and also pull this part up at the same time. So that's kind of tricky in my opinion. Oh my god, that is tricky. I got my torch, looked around in there, and I went down the side, and I kind of went in, and then I twisted the screwdriver because it has a flat surface. So I went down and in, and then I twisted it so that it made it obviously move up, and then I grabbed the little plastic piece and pulled. Let's see if I can do it another time on the other side. Oh. I feel like I'm trying to fish out a lock or something. Like something that I know something's lost. Like down a drain and you try to get it out. Got it. Not the easiest thing, but yes, again, I went down and then I like twisted the screwdriver so that it would release. So we're going to remove that plastic part, turn the pram around to the back, release the Velcro on either side of this handle or lever, and then thread the hood through the lever, and this will release the hood. When you wash the hood, I always like to make sure that it's completely unzipped so that all of the fabric gets washed. It also has this front section that you can remove or not. I'm undecided if I want to remove it because it's in the right shape, and my old Nuna Mixx, not the Nuna Mixx Next, but my old Nuna Mixx, this part here was warped on it, so I don't want that to happen to this one. So I'm undecided about that. I'll let you know what I decide later on. Come back around to the back of the stroller. We have this bar here, and we have some snaps. 2 snaps to release there. If you push the fabric up and up, you can see this little strap just here that has a snap on the inside of it. So we want to snap that off and unthread it. Oh, you cannot see. There's a little hole just here that we are threading it through. And now it's back out the back, so we want to do that on the other side as well. It's very hard to show this part on camera, but basically there's another set of these, but up here. So if I put my hand on the inside, I'm undoing that snap, and then I'm threading it through. It actually doesn't thread through, it just goes around the bar. So this side, snap, and then it goes around the bar. That should be everything that is holding this on, and we should just be able to lift it off. Make sure that you pull it over this lever here, unhook it from that lever, otherwise it will get stuck, or you could possibly even snap your lever off if you yank it hard enough. Gonna lift the front up, feels like it's all unattached, and the back, and like I said, remember that little lever. Are we good? Ah, we're good, we're good. The seat fabric can go in the wash just like that. Also remember to get all the crumbs out of the crevices at the bottom, if you can see those, and in the sides here. So just get a fine brush, maybe like a dustpan brush or whatever you've got laying around, and give them a quick brush out before you put it in the machine. To remove the buckle, we're going to line up the other plastic that's on the other side and poke it through. We're going to line it up long ways and it will poke through. So basically the hole was like this. I'll use my fingers as the hole, and it was through the hole like this. So there was one on the bottom, one on the top, and obviously it's a little bit thinner than my fingers. You can wiggle it through, and I poked this end, the narrow bit, through the hole, and it came out. I did just undo all of the basket to get to, there's like a rod through here. It's like pop riveted here, and then it goes all the way around and it's pop riveted to the other side. It doesn't come off. The rest of the whole thing comes off, but that part, I'm honestly a little bit disappointed in Nuna for not allowing the parts of the pram to come off for a wash. So I'll just have to get the vacuum, get all the crumbs out, and then give it a spray and wipe over, which I'm sure it will come up nicely. It just would have been nicer if I could have thrown it in the wash. While the fabrics are washing, I just got a cloth and some spray and wipe and just cleaned the frame as general. For the rims, or like the wheels, it was a little bit tricky poking the cloth through, so I ended up like poking it in a little bit, and then I just got my screwdriver and poked it all the way through, and of course got it out the other side, and then I just wiggled it back and forward. Get to wipe all the little crevices. I haven't really done that bit, I've just kind of done the wheels. Basket, which I will just spray. And this could even do with like a fine kind of brush to give it a scrub, and then just a cloth with water to wipe it out after. A little bit of water on the brush. I'm going to give it a bit of. On this side, I'm just going to get my little Dyson stick and vacuum all the crummies out of there, especially. I would definitely recommend using a microfiber cloth rather than one of these. Just that when you wipe this, it's leaving little pieces attached to this material, and that's just because of this material is a little bit rough. But if it was microfiber, it wouldn't break off like this one. I just don't have any at the moment. Alrighty, last time I saw you, I was washing the fabrics. Basically, I threw them in the machine, washed them, then went and hung them on the line. The other option is you can put them back on wet and let them dry on the pram frame outside in the sun. Just that way they might not shrink. So we're going to put the bassinet back together first. Little hint, if you're getting stuck with this part here popping out and you don't know what to do with it, there is a wired little part in the canopy here. How can I show you that? It's at the back there, you'll see. A little wire on here, and it will pop either way, but basically you flip it forwards, and then that way that can hook in and out of the way if it is in your way. So that's what that part's designed for. Out of my pile of things, I've dug out the mattress and the mattress protector, or the cover, so I'm gonna just put that back together. Before we put any insert or anything, I'm going to make sure that these are snapped into place, these little end parts. Remember I showed you guys those before when we were taking it apart. So we want to make sure they're snapped in. When we have a look at the insert, there's going to be a pocket on one end. That end goes to the feet. So the little pocket, I'm not sure if they're all going to be black or a different colour, but this one is black and it's a cream insert that goes at the end. It has a little magnet in there, it should be able to help you find out where it is. And also the black zipper, and then the cream zipper is at the top of the hood. Sorry, at the top of the head under the hood. Just going to zip those on. So when you put the mattress in, I think I've worked out, in my opinion, that the tags fit better at the top. So push them underneath the mattress, obviously, but I feel like the mattress fits slightly better that way. There's our bassinet all completed. You can also add the foot muff, but that is totally up to just your own discretion, and it can come on and off as you want to use it. Now we'll put the seat on. We're going to use this piece of fabric first with the mesh in the back of it and the harness on it. We're going to slide it on over the top. Put your hand in and under and search for the little straps with snaps on them. The straps with the snaps, look for those. I have gone around this bar, so let's pretend this is the bar. So it starts here and I've gone from here, I've gone all the way around and then snapped onto this side. So I'm going to do that 4 times. The next one down actually has this little square that I remember it going through. Hopefully you can see that little square just there that my finger is in. This one. The very top one is challenging to film, but I can film this one. It starts here, goes around the back, it goes through the hole, and then it snaps onto this here. Apologies for the dark video. Just remember it goes in the square hole, not the rectangle hole, and they go opposite ways. So the top one wraps around one way and the bottom one wraps around the other way. Below the seat mesh are another set of snaps, so these ones are fairly easy. Just up and over, snap on. Harness, kick that through. We've got these snaps up here, which are going to go just here and pair up there. And then there are another set of snaps up here. So they're fairly easy. Now we'll put the crotch buckle in. So it's going to go this way. We're going to split these 2 plastic ends. The one that's at the bottom, furthest away from this buckle, is going to be poked downwards through this little gap, all the way down, and the fabric has to go through. There we go. And there's the crotch buckle replaced. Make sure that it says Nuna on the front. Now we want to add the fabric for the seat, the seat bottom. We want to get this little part under here and put it over the end of the footrest. Find our buckle and put it through. Get rid of all these other straps out of our way. Put it in general place. And we've got the little tabs that we're going to have to go underneath the pram and put through. So I'm going to put my hand between the fabric and the hard plastic and find the little tab that I'm looking for. And then thread it through the little slot down the back. Pull it through. And that's it. And then do the other one. So remember, when you do this, you flatten it out. Come back around to the back, and this front piece of fabric in here, we want to bring it down and bend it forwards so that it scoops under the other piece, and you can see these 2 tabs. They are going to go in here next to the 2 seat tabs. So this is the back seat tab hole, and then this is the bottom seat tab hole. So I'm going to find it and thread it through. There it is. Oh, it does not wish to come through. It says no thanks. Try the other part of the tab if it that happens. If all else fails, get a pair of pliers and pull it through. So I got those both through on both sides. I just needed to squeeze on the top and push and then pull from the bottom, and I needed 2 hands to do that. We are back at the footrest of the pram. We're going to do the 2 snaps up. So this actually velcros together. So you just place it like that. I washed it separately just so that it could move around and get a better wash. At the top, there's some Velcro to keep it in place. Just a quick tip, this isn't a review or how to use it, but you can use the seat like this in summer if you so want to. But you can use it with the insert at all times as well. I'm just going to add the crotch cover, remembering that it has the elastic inside, and then I'm going to want to bring the elastic over the part here that lengthens and shortens it just to hold it in place. The last part is the hood. So remember it had 2 sections that came out. One is plastic and the other one is metal. So the plastic piece goes right at the top, and then the metal part is the actual hood rod. So I'm going to slide these into the hood. We know where the back is because there's a hole for that silver lever that I keep talking about. So that's going to be the back. So I've got the front metal one at the moment. And then the back one has this little piece of plastic. So just behind the mesh strip, there is this little opening here. And that's where the other one goes. Alrighty. Now we've got to find where they live. Oh, this is going to be challenging. I'm going to do the back ones first. I think. Maybe I shouldn't. If I get the front ones on, then it will just line up. Okay, I'm just going to push the front ones into the clamps. That's all. I'm lining it up and pressing it in. I'll show you this one and then I will give you a close-up of the other one. Clamp, find it, click it in, done. Now we have to line up the back ones in this tricky little pocket that lives up here. Find this little slot. We're going to insert the plastic part. Huh. That was so easy. Why? Is it wrong? Did I put on backwards? Let's try again. Let's go see if we can get 2 easy ones. So we're finding the slot and just clicking it in. Cool. Now the back, this is a whole mess. We want to pull the hood over the silver clip. Lever. It's a lever, it's not a clip. Moment of truth, we're going to test the hood. We're going to cross your fingers and toes and make sure that it's on right. Smooth out all the fabrics. Gonna add the belly bar on. If you find that your belly bar won't go on, it only goes one way. This little rivet is nice and rounded on top. This is the bad looking side of the rivet that goes underneath. So anytime you put this on, make sure that the rivet's halfways. Totally up to you if you want to put this on or not, but to put it on, it just zips in. not even got any shape to it. The hood was a bit funky and had a bit of a weird shape to it when I got it, but now it doesn't. If you want to put your strap covers on, go ahead and put them on. Remember, they have the elastic, and that's to help them stay on and not move around, which is a really good idea. I just don't always love to have strap covers on the Prams, especially when bubs are younger. I hope that this video helped you wash your Nuna Mixx next. If you have any questions, post them below and I will try my best to answer them. But I will try and have down the bottom little sections, so if you could direct me to the section, it will be easy to answer your question. If you're interested in this pram, I will have a review on it coming soon. Thanks for watching.